How do you not hit
Gunline. It's your host Lopez from On the Gunline podcast. This is number 3 now. I kept forgetting to hit record. So there's a fire mission coming down for you at this time right now. I have a person that I know that's on the ground in Afghanistan right now. He's the man with the master plan, Mr. Adam Fohrman. How you doing today out there, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Thank you for being patient with me. So we were just talking about.
I got nothing to do.
Yeah, I feel you. So let's let the people know what you're doing out there, who you are, and what's cracking, and where you're at.
Well, I'm a contractor here in southern Afghanistan, South Central, I guess. I don't know. That's where you're from, right?
Might as well be, right?
Yeah, it's actually a lot more peaceful in this South Central right now. Not a lot going on.
No shit. I mean, that could be a good thing, though, right? It just gets a little bit boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for me. I'm a father these days, so I don't like being a sit duck.
I feel you on that, man.
So the fact that nothing's happening is good.
True. I mean, like we were talking about earlier, this isn't your first rodeo as a contractor. You did it before, right?
Yeah, I was over in Iraq. Different job. I was outside the wire every night in Iraq, or most of, whatever, depending on the mission tempo. But I was out in it, and this is much different. I do a lot of sitting, a lot of waiting, and a little bit of work.
Shit. Sounds like easy money to me, man.
It is, if you don't mind being away from everything.
True. Trust me, you're not missing much out here right now, though, other than just being up.
That makes it a lot easier. I was talking to some of my brothers tonight, and I was saying seeing them all at the clubhouse bums me out. It didn't bum me out when everybody was stuck at fucking home.
Right.
But when the Texan 2 opens up, I'll be real pissed.
That's right. That's your joint right there.
That's my spot. Shout out to the Texan. Yeah.
There you go, man. I wrecked my bike back in November.
Oh, really? The Triumph?
Yeah, man. I had my Indian. I was riding on the 1604. Yeah, and it as I was riding it, some bitch decided to hit the brakes and move to the next lane because she was missing her exit. So she hit her brakes. I was going at the speed I was going, so I hit my brakes, and luckily I dropped the bike before I ended up rear-ending her. And so she saw me flipping, and she started going away so that I wouldn't bump into her, I guess. But the bike was totaled. Luckily, I walked away with just some shoulder pain. But
no road rash or nothing?
Nada. I mean, I had my fucking
You're wearing your helmet, right?
Yes, always wearing the lid. Always. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I wrecked that bad boy, and now I'm saving up to get me a nice bagger and shit.
Oh, good. You gonna stick with the Indian?
Yeah, I think I got that Springfield on my mind, man. That shit is beautiful. I'm not mechanically inclined to be working on a Harley all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm not either. Mine's at ham bones right now.
Oh, orale.
Yeah, just for service and shit. I was telling my wife worries, and I told her the most dangerous thing I've done in the last 10 years is ride that motorcycle every day. This ain't shit. So
real. I mean, well, on the plus side, how is your wife doing? I mean, is she worried about you being over there right
good,
now?
Man. Well, she likes the money. We got some goals we're trying to meet. And, so yeah, I wouldn't have come out here if she wasn't down.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what's up. So, I mean, where exactly are you at again? In
Helmand. Helmand province.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm where the old Leatherneck used to be. Leatherneck's gone. It's now a small little tiny fob. So yeah, that's where we're at with the Marines.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Not a lot happening here. Not a lot of shit in the air. That's for sure.
Well, fucking, are they at least doing a transition with the ANA to come and take it, or they're just shutting that bitch down?
The ANA are here, and I know they're trying to transition. I don't know I don't know. I don't even really know what the mission of these Marines on our FOB are. Like I was telling you earlier, we got guys that wear shorts, you know, running around, and I think they're out working. But you know, I think most of the Marines, I don't know what their mission is.
Yeah, they do that secret squirrel shit. So.
Yeah, well, that shit's happening. Although even that tempo seems to have slowed down, but I don't know.
Wow.
You know, opposite. I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah, I got what you're saying, brother. I got what you're saying.
You got a big Taliban audience.
Yeah, I got a small audience as it is.
Right.
It's still growing though. It's still growing.
Well, good for you for doing it, man. Just get out and do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. Honestly, this all came from like the brainstem of another soldier one of my old NCOs, and some shit happened on his end that he couldn't go through with it at the time, and I just started going with it, and I realized that it was helping me out with my mental and fucking, you know, just being able to shoot the shit with motherfuckers, you know, and because even though you're not a soldier, but yet you've been there, you've seen the shit, and you're basically a soldier, just higher paid and get to wear civilian clothes.
Yeah, well, I had the benefit of not coming to a war zone until I was in my 40s, dude. You know, and so and I'd seen shit in my life. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up out here. A lot of these kids grow up out here, and you know, I think you and I have had this conversation before. I think I in my life at home, in the club life, right, I see a lot of guys struggling. You know,
right.
And I think it's important to talk, you know, talk about it and talk to people that know what the fuck you're talking about. So I think it's a good thing. You know, I'd like to see more of it.
Right on. Yeah, man. I mean, definitely that's one of the things that really attracted me to the club at the time too, was the opportunity to have like-minded conversations and like-minded people. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, it happened with me stepping on my dick and all that. So, but hey, at least I got that shit finally squared away. Finally, that thing that I was going through is finally done.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, you know, yeah, and you're no good to anybody if you're not good to yourself, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shit, I'm 2 years sober now, man.
We're not. Good. Congratulations, man.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Well, hopefully your life is better.
Oh, it is, dude. It is.
You know, yeah, that's what matters. You know, and we're still there. You know, you want to come back? We're not going around. You did things the right way. That's what counts. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you fucked up, and then you owned up, and that's life, right?
Yes, sir. That's the biggest thing. You got to own up. It's not about falling down. It's how you get back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's life in general.
It's just that you get back up. A lot of people fall down and stay down.
True that. Very true.
You know, and go down there. And there's people we both know that their lives ruined, man. You know?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get themselves up. So.
Yeah. Damn, man. Yeah. That's some shit that, you know, that's some shit we'll talk at another time on a different level. So let's talk about Afghanistan, man. COVID-19. How's that shit handling out there?
Yeah. Like, we don't have any active cases, but we're doing all the same bullshit that you guys are doing. The gym is closed. The DFAC's closed. Go plates only. You know, supposed to wear a mask if we're in a public place. You know, like, only 2 people are allowed into the DFAC at a time to wash their hands.
What the fuck?
And then once you're inside, you know, 6 feet apart, going through the line, shit. You know, all that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Because I mean, I'm sure you guys have no confirmed cases on there, but they're still taking all the steps.
Well, because, you know, it's a small fob, and dude, if it gets here, it's gonna kill us. You know, I mean, it's just gonna spread like wildfire. We got people living in tents, and you know. So, you know, they're doing it. We had a guy come talk to us, and he told us there's 60,000 Americans in this country and 100 hospital beds.
Oh shit!
So, yeah.
Whoa.
So, you know, that's a wake up call right there, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they just. So all the contractors over 60, they send them home.
High risk.
Send them home. Yeah. Yeah. Or with pre-existing conditions. Yeah.
Right. Damn.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes more work for y'all though. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's job security. You know, there wasn't a lot of work then. There's not a lot of work now. There's just not a lot happening here.
Right.
So
I mean,
most of what I'm doing is, you know, life support stuff, groceries. What's that?
No, I'm just listening over here. So fucking you're doing like logistical shit out there, and obviously can't give numbers of how many troops are out there or whatnot. But you said, I mean, there are certain fellows out there that are American doing business.
Yeah. And a lot of them live over with A&A.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's guys, and there's another little camp around here somewhere. Yeah. Like I said, there's guys that look like they just came from the beach are out here working.
Right. Nice full beards.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what's up. Oh, there you go. There goes the fucking COVID.
Well, dude, you know what's funny is when I got here, Danny, I got sick immediately because of the fucking dust.
Yeah.
You know, I used to get that in Iraq too. When the dust comes up, I just get sick as a motherfucker. So, and that was right when all this Corona shit happened. So now, what do you think they called me? Corona.
Corona.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking funny, dude. Fuck yeah.
Because I was coughing my, now I'm just coughing from the $2 cigarettes. But then I was dying. Yeah.
You're smoking those nasty those camel hair cigarettes. Yep.
Yeah, these I don't know where they came from. They're $3 a pack. You know, no Miami's here. But
oh shit. Dude, I remember in Iraq I used to smoke Royales. They were like fucking $5 for a pack. That was the closest thing to a Newport I could get. So shit. So what other differences have you noticed?
Well, the guys
go ahead.
Well, the living conditions here are much worse than they were in Iraq. That I can tell you. Just as far as I mean, in Iraq, when I first got to Iraq, dude, I had a wet chew all to myself.
God damn.
You know? So, and then even when things got bad in Iraq, I had a dry chew with an AB unit about 10 steps away. So now I live in a fucking tent with 10 guys. I got a little room made out of plywood.
Yeah.
Carved out of there. And the shitter's probably 100 yards away. It's just different.
You're living rough right now.
I guess,
I mean,
it's funny. You get used to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I was over there, we used to live in B huts, which were just plywood fucking huts with plywood dividers, and we were, I think, 10 to a hut. No privacy. Yeah. And you could smell when the other fucker was beating off. You could just get that stint all over the place.
Yeah, and if somebody ate something bad, man, you could tell.
No shit. Yeah. Are you getting care packages over there?
Yeah. I'm getting, Amazon still comes.
Oh, word.
My wife is still sending stuff. So, we don't mail. It gets here.
Orale,
definitely.
Right. It'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So, eventually.
Shit, dude. That's fucking crazy. Well, on the plus side, like you said, there hasn't been any contact, no incoming. I mean, and
like I said, that alarm went off once, and it was a mistake.
I would have got excited as fuck, like, yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, here we go.
Dude, did he give you a sidearm at least, or you got to depend around you?
No, I'm surrounded. And what's funny is that this fob actually had a ground attack last year, like a good one.
No shit.
Like a 3-day fucking firefight. So that's probably why I have a job. I think people quit after that. But
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's been quiet. It's been real quiet.
Yeah, that's kind of scary right there when it gets too goddamn quiet, though.
Yeah, I know. You're just waiting.
Dude,
Just wait.
so, go ahead.
I like that part. You know, like I said, being a fob, I don't think I'd like it because you're just sitting here. I mean, my experiences with indirect fire were probably the only time I was ever scared in Iraq was when I was laying in my bunk and hearing them get closer and closer. There ain't nothing you can do. Yeah.
That pucker effect, baby.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then you just think, well, if it gets me, it gets me, and you go back to sleep. Fuck it.
Exactly. You end up getting used to that shit. It just becomes another normal night.
Yeah.
If it's going to hit you, it's going to fucking hit you. So they don't give you no weapons training in the event that you guys get overrun?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Not us, man. No.
God damn. And then,
I mean, I think most of us know our way or can figure out our way around an M4 if we had to, but we don't have one. We'd have to pick one up.
So are you like surrounded by mountains, or are you in the desert, or what's the
We're in the desert, man.
Oh, okay. You're in the desert area.
Yeah. When I came in, we come in through the north, and I saw a lot of the mountains. It's beautiful.
Oh, fuck yeah. Did you land in Bath?
Yes, we did. We stopped in Bath. I didn't even get off the plane, but
okay.
Because we came down, I processed in through Kandahar.
Oh, okay.
And it's a rotary flight out here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Low flight.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking I remember the first time, well, I only went to Afghanistan one time, and we landed in Manas, which is Kyrgyzstan, whatever the fuck it's called. And then from there, we went to Bath, and I tripped out in Bath, dude, like seeing those fucking mountains, huge mountains.
Yeah.
And they make the Rockies look like puny ass fucking little hills. And then
it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were coming in, it was February, so they were all covered in snow.
Oh.
And you could see how they've terraced them all out, right? The little villages, and then they got them all terraced out.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, if people weren't out there trying to cut your head off, I mean, it'd be a nice place to go visit, have a ski resort. Shit.
Well, in the 60s, all the hippies used to come here to buy hash mostly, but this was a place people would drive to. Yeah, from Europe, man. That they would drive from Europe.
Oh, they ain't doing that shit no more.
No.
God damn, man.
No.
Dude, that's fucking sick. So you got go ahead.
No, there you go.
No. It's that delay is fucking it up. So just for people that don't know, he's on the other side of the world, and it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning for you out there, right?
Yep, it's about 8.
Oh, dale. So let's see what else is out there. At least you got any eye candy out there?
Not really, dude. Not really. Nope.
God damn.
There's a fucking dude ranch out here. Yeah. No. It's that life of we work 7 days a week, 13 hours a day.
Oh.
We're here. No Jumo for us. The Marines get a day off or half a day off, but we don't. But when you say work, we've got I'm outside a container right now. We've got a little room in there. Nice soft desk chair, sit there and watch YouTube or whatever. Go to the gym. Like I said, the gym's closed, so guys work out. I go for a walk every day or try to.
So basically, you just wait for like a flight to come in to go unload and load up, or?
Okay. Yeah, and then we move stuff around the base. Like I said, some of the stuff comes by land, so we'll transload that shit, deliver it.
A bunch of Connex work.
Connex work, yeah. Moving T-walls, moving bunkers. There's a new unit of Marines in here, so anytime a new unit takes over a place, they want to change shit around, so we change shit around for them.
God damn. They can't leave shit in one fucking place.
No, that's what they do. you know. So what else are you going to do with all these Marines? You got to make them move sandbags and shit.
Yeah, fucking dude. I got tired of fucking filling sandbags in goddamn Afghanistan. It's like every fucking day. It's like we were just filling sandbags until we made. I couldn't do it, bro. It got so bad. Even our commander, our captain, was out there fucking filling sandbags. Fuck that.
Well, when they first got here, they made us fill a sandbag every time we went into the DFAC. So they had everybody.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Well, they stopped that. But.
Yeah, that would have been put in a halt quickly, dude. Fuck.
You froze on me, man.
What's the chow like out there now? Is it fine dining like in Iraq?
Fuck, it's awful. No, it's fucking awful. Well, I'll tell you, the last unit that was here, they, I guess they were getting too fat, so they took the ice cream away, except on Sunday.
Right.
So this new unit it gives us ice cream every day now if we want, but I don't eat that shit. That's one of my goals. One of my goals is to get in shape while I'm here.
Well, shit, I mean, but they closed the fucking gym down on you.
Yeah, but we have that weight pile there. Which
all right.
Technically we're not supposed to use, but guys use it.
You know what, man? Fuck that. If you're out there, you know, risking your life as it is already,
no.
I mean, what the fuck? Nobody's had the COVID so far.
Right. Well, and because they restricted travel, our only real vulnerability are the Hajis that come on.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, or sometimes, you know, a lot of other airplanes we get are like Russian airplanes, cargo planes. We get Air Force too, but a lot of the stuff is contractors, and those guys like to get off the plane and fucking touch me, you know. So I run away. I run away from them motherfuckers. I don't want to touch them.
Well, what you should tell them if they don't touch you, you should tell them, Juden. That way they won't touch you.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then you'll put a big ass
they're all
target
half drunk
on you.
Anyway.
Huh? Oh, you're talking about the Russians, right?
I said, yeah, I'm talking about the Russians.
Oh, well, fucking, do they at least bring down any, I mean, I don't know if you guys are authorized to have any, good drinks while you're there.
We're General Order number 1.
You guys are under that too?
General Order number 1 applies to us too.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So, nope. I mean, at one time, you know, Bastion was near here. That was a British place. They didn't. I think they drank beer there. But.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the fob.
But not here. No.
The fob I was at over there was called Gamberry, and it was we were training the fucking A&A artillery, and we had French fuckers there, and these French fuckers, they had wine, bro. Of course, they wouldn't share.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, they didn't get enough to share.
No, fucking fags. Then they wonder why we made fun of them.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, you know, with the work schedule and all that, I don't miss it. You know, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's not like it's any fun here anyway. So.
Right. Well, the heat's about to start up over there too.
Yeah, it's getting to be. It's nice and cool now because it's early, but it'll get up to 100 today. It was 100 and something yesterday.
Oof. What? Hey, did Ramadan pass already?
I think it's in I don't think so. I don't know when it ends, but it's happening now.
Okay.
That we're hoping that when that ends, they'll reopen Dubai, and then people will be able to travel again.
All right, because I know that during Ramadan for us, we had to abide by their fucking rules, which meant if we wanted water or we had to eat, we had to fucking go away from where they were at, so they couldn't see us doing that shit.
Yeah. No, I had that issue in Iraq. My driver was Pakistani, and when Ramadan came, I said, I asked him, "Are you going to eat?" He said, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm going to eat." And I said, "Okay, good," because I'm going to eat. When I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. You know. But a lot of those guys, you see them chewing on sticks all day and shit. It's like, that doesn't look like fun at all.
Orale.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else do you end up doing during the day out there to just kill time?
Like a YouTube, man. Watch Netflix. You know, I mean, the same thing you guys are doing, stuck at home. You know, that's it. As long as the Wi-Fi holds, we're good.
Fuck yeah, that's good.
You know, and then like I said, we got work. So you know, some days I do nothing, literally nothing all fucking day. Some days, like yesterday, I was at the airfield all day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you just never know.
So it's basically you're like on a on-call basis then. So you don't find out until like a couple of hours prior that a flight's coming in or something of that sort.
Oh yeah, we know the day before.
Oh, okay.
You know, we'll know. So I'll know that night what flights are coming in. And we've been doing a lot of night missions when people are going home.
Yeah.
They go home. They usually go home at night. You know, maybe sometimes late as midnight. So we're going out there and loading shit up.
So it's a big airfield.
Sending them home.
It's a big airfield. Or it's rotary.
No, it's a big airfield.
Okay.
We get C-17s, C-130s. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you were saying y'all loaded up.
Yeah, because yeah, we loaded up the big guns.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, man, at least you're looking healthy out there, though. Get a nice little tan and shit. So
That's it. Get plenty of exercise. You know, and the food tastes like shit. They got salads and fruit. You know, there's good food here.
Yeah.
So, you know,
no lobster Friday.
As long as they do crab legs sometimes on Surf and Turf Fridays.
Okay.
I don't eat that shit, dude. I don't eat any of that shit. That was. No.
How is a landlocked country gonna have fucking surf and turf? Where's that surf coming from, man?
Exactly. I don't know. No, hopefully not. And you don't want these surf coming out of the Gulf anyway.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it ain't from Maine. Put it that way.
Oh my god, dude. So do you guys get a mid-tour leave while you're out there as a contractor?
I think as long as they keep the Gatorades and Rip-Its coming, people are good.
Rip-Its, man. I miss those fucking Rip-Its, bro. God damn.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big Rip-It guy. Unless I'm working long hours, then I'll hit a Rip-It once in a while. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, they got them.
So, dude, do you have to spend the whole year there, or do you get like time in between to come back to the States?
What's that, bro? You're breaking up. What'd you say?
My bad. So during your time out there on your contract, do you get to come back to the States in between, or do you have to do the full year?
No. We get we can go home every 90 days if we want.
Okay.
Most guys go home twice a year here because they only pay twice a year for you to go home. But my plan was to go home 3 times this year. My first one is due in June.
Okay.
But I just don't know because of the COVID.
Right.
You know, they canceled everybody that was scheduled to leave. So.
Oh shit. So I mean, would they even let you back in the fucking States is the question too.
Getting in the States is one thing. It's the problem is that they won't let you back here. So there's no flights coming into Afghanistan at all.
Oh shit.
So you know, guys that went away on R&R in late February or early March are stuck at home. They can't get back.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, so that's my big concern is getting back. They'll get you out if you got to get out. You know, not for R&R, but if I had an emergency leave or something, that they'd get me out.
Okay.
But you wouldn't be able to get back. Yeah.
Got it. Damn.
So I'm supposed to come home in June. And then, you know, the wife and I were going to do some traveling on one of the other breaks I had, like maybe go to Egypt or something, looking at places to go. But like I said, this virus got us all fucked up.
Yeah, it's got, dude, I mean, over here on this side of the world, it's fucking retarded. You know, they got us all isolated, but then what's going to happen when everybody comes back out? and our immune system is weak again, and this shit comes for wave number 2. So,
well, it's going to keep coming. I think the idea is that, like, probably most people are going to end up getting it, or at least be exposed to it. They just don't want everybody to hit the hospital at one time. I think that's the whole idea. But I don't know.
Well, now we got.
I don't know. I know that.
Now we got those murder hornets coming in that we got to worry about.
Oh, murder wasps. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
We can't win, man. We can't fucking win out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Something's going to, I guess, yeah. It's always going to be something, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, to me, dude, honestly, it feels like to me, sometimes like the government's just starting to overreach a little bit too much. You know, like you can't go out, you can't do this, you got to be 6 feet away. And then now they're using drones to fucking check your body temperature. If you have a certain degrees, they can read it. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's like Big Brother, you know? It's getting me worried.
Yeah, but that's been coming for a while, man.
Yeah.
You know? Get out of here.
Shit.
Like, sit. Oh, sorry, bro. So, you guys watching the fight? So, yeah, it's always going to be something, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, is that your office there? Damn, looks like we're losing you. You got me here? Damn.
Went inside, and I think I fucked it up.
I can hear you now, but yeah, I think your internet's starting to shut down. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it on this one. Fuck. Goddamn. Well, we got a good 30 minutes out of it. Want to throw out a big shout out over to Huju, Adam Fohrman. Thank you for coming over here on the gun line and doing a quick episode with us and let us know how things are going out there in Afghanistan. Thanks a lot for being here. Hopefully we'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, it looks like he might be coming back. And there you go.
I went back outside. I guess it's no good in there.
Yeah, no problem. I was about to start like, oh shit, I guess we lost him.
Yeah, no.
Dude, fucking right on. So what else is going on out there, man? Anything to report
Trying
on?
to find a good spot for the Wi-Fi.
That's your biggest struggle out there, right? Finding that Wi-Fi and the COVID.
I don't know. There's nothing to report on, man. Seriously, it's like a lot of nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Can you still see me, Danny?
Yeah, I saw you a little bit. There you go.
Yeah. So you got can you see the big ass balloon?
Oh, you guys still have the aerostat out there?
Yeah.
The big old eye in the sky.
I'm just trying to find a spot where the Wi-Fi works.
Right on. Ain't that some shit? So
yeah.
Man, that shit. I used to love that thing. They caught some motherfuckers fucking on that on my last deployment in Afghanistan. There was a senior NCO fucking a very junior enlisted. But because of they couldn't make out
guys.
No, it was a guy and a girl. It was actually a guy and a girl.
Oh.
Nah, it wasn't Man Love Thursday yet.
Well, I know that the rumor when I was in Iraq was that they had a video of one of the local farmers fucking one of his livestock from the gun towers there at Balad.
I heard that one as well. He was going to town on that goat. That was the rumor mill. That
yeah, never saw it, but you know,
hey, it's one of those urban legends and shit.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, the deployment legend. Lots of those.
So, I mean, what's next for you on this? Once you get back, you think, will you be headed over to maybe Iraq next, or are you hanging up the boots?
Probably. I mean, we only wanted to do, you know, my wife and I agreed to a year.
Okay.
You know, to get some shit done at the house and get ahead. You know, we'll get all the debts paid off, and that'll put me in a good spot.
Fuck yeah.
See, I don't, man. You know me, man. I like to be out on my bike, riding my bike, and hanging out. And I don't want to do this forever.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, as long as the pay gets you to where you want to be, where you're stable, and then that's pretty all that matters. I mean, shit. You know, travel around with the old lady, that'd be the best part right there. You know, if the COVID allows it.
Yeah. I mean, if they had something where, you know, if there was a contract where I could go home every 90 days, I would consider it. But, you know, like with the COVID and you know, the way this company pays for travel and shit, I'm not interested in doing that.
Oh, dale. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty shitty deal on your end then. I'm sure there's other companies.
Yeah, it's a chance to hit the reset button, right? There are. I was actually offered a job at Taji with a different company. I don't know if you ever went to
the one time I was
Taji. They had to withdraw the job because they can't get. Yeah.
They couldn't get what now?
They can't get anybody into the country. Into Iraq. They just. So they withdrew the job offer. That may come back, but I don't know. Who knows?
Right. Well, I'm sure the old lady's gonna be happy to have you back and be like, you know what? One done. That's it.
Yeah. One and done. That's the plan, and that's all right with me. You know, if my old job ever came back, dude, I'd go in a heartbeat because I had fun doing that shit. But this is just a moneymaker.
Right. I mean, shit, I remember the contractors that we used to see, they used to make a shitload of money just to fucking hire Hajis to go clean the toilets. And all they did was supervise them.
And, you know, there's another urban legend. It's not that we make a lot of money. We don't make a ton of money, but we pay no fucking taxes.
Okay.
And we don't buy meals. You know what I mean? Like that's where you make the money. You know, people think we make $250,000 a year or something. It ain't that, trust me. Not even.
Really? Okay, so that was an urban legend then as fuck, because we heard that y'all were making like $200,000 a year to hand out fucking towels at the gym.
No. The most I ever made in Iraq was maybe 104, and I was working 100 hours a week. You know, and legitimately working, not doing what I'm doing now.
Right. Well, I remember seeing those pictures of where the water falling.
You know, the no taxes and I was single at the time, so I didn't even have an apartment. I didn't have a car payment. It was just all money.
Fuck yeah. Yes, sir. God damn, man.
What's up, bro?
Well, hey, it's been a pleasure having you here right now. It's getting a little bit late here. And
right on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, I appreciate having you on here, man. We got to do this again. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will be a little bit better as well. Before we go ahead and cut off, man, do you have any shout outs you want to give to anyone?
Nah, just shout out to my brothers and shout out to all you guys that were there, man. Keep talking. That's the most important thing. Talk to your brothers about it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. And
keep the faith.
Hopefully, you know, some of your brothers will be listening and they'll listen to this episode. Let them know. It's right on Facebook.
I'll pimp it out.
All right. You want me to go ahead and tag you on this on the Facebook?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. I'm not hiding.
All right, too easy, man. Hey, be easy out there. Be safe and keep in touch as well. All right.
All right, man. Best to your family too.
You too, man. And stay up out there. Be easy. Love, peace, and hair grease, brother. Gunline out, buddy. Be safe.
Right on, man. Later, bro.